Welcome back to Good Morning Colorado. A beautiful live look in Lyman this morning. The time right now is 6:10. Now let's head over to the Weather Center to get a check on the weather with Storm Tracker 13's Marty Vinichinque. Marty?
Yeah, good morning, Chase. Beautiful shot from Lyman. Have another one for you. This out near Cheyenne Wells is seen from our Viera Wireless Neighborhood Weather Network camera in eastern Cheyenne County. Just a splash of clouds out there getting lit up from underneath as the sun is just now cresting the eastern horizon over the far eastern plains. Pikes Peak with some snow on it is seen from Ava Eye Care. It's generally pretty clear here along the Front Range right now. A little bit on the cool side with temperatures in the 20s for many of us. But then we have a few spots where the wind is beginning to blow and we're starting to see the temperature move. So we're in the mid-30s in Denver, Canyon City, low to mid-30s for Walsenburg and Trinidad. Still have some colder air up over the mountains and mountain valleys. But the wind so far has been confined to just a few pockets, mainly over the higher terrain, and in a couple of cases over the far eastern plains, kind of a hole in the wind for Colorado Springs and Pueblo right now. As we move through the day, there are going to be areas where that wind is pretty noticeable. And notice that sustained wind speeds of 15 to 25 miles an hour look to be the case on and near the higher terrain. Shouldn't be as strong for Colorado Springs or Pueblo proper, but we're still going to have some parts of each town that are going to be breezy at times throughout the afternoon, and that's probably the only drawback to today. But when the wind is blowing, it's a little easier to handle it when you have some sunshine, and the temperatures are going to be warmer, which will be the case today. Futurecast shows very little in the way of any organized cloud cover throughout the afternoon. You know, a few high clouds here and there, like we're seeing out there this morning. High temperatures should generally reach the 60s to near 70 at lower elevations in eastern Colorado. We'll have 40s and 50s over the high country and for the big mountain valleys. And in some cases where you still have some significant snow on the ground, it might take a little while for you to warm up as some of the sun's energy goes into melting off the snow. No huge changes in the sky conditions through the night tonight, so we look to stay mostly clear. The air overhead is going to be warm. There will still be some breezy pockets at times through the night, but in general the wind should back down a little bit once the sun goes down. Looks a little bit milder tonight. I think most areas are likely going to fall into the 30s. At lower elevations here in eastern Colorado, we'll probably have a mixture of teens and 20s over the mountains and mountain valleys. Now we just keep looking at pretty shots this morning because that's what Mother Nature's given us, so happy to share it with you. Cheyenne Mountain looking out towards the east right now. Again, just a splash of cloud cover out there as the sun's approaching the eastern horizon right now. Looks like we'll have some periods of wind off and on the next several days. It's going to be warm, though, for a little while, until probably late in the week, at which point it looks like we're going to get colder, and yeah, maybe we'll see some precipitation. We'll talk about that in our extended forecast coming up soon.
Yeah, I can't complain if the only thing that's going on is, wind. We have those warmer temperatures. If wind's the only problem, I'm fine with that.
As long as we can keep it from getting so bad that your eyeballs get sandblasted when you go outside, but I don't think it'll be like that today.
Perfect, Marty. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Coming up, another